Which man want to marry you when they know that you have slept with different men? God forbid.
Unfiltered.
After everything, Chris Okafor, after promising me marriage and disgracing me like this, turning my life upside down, you want to marry? No, now. I deactivated my account because I saw the video and it's not adding up to me. It's not adding up. It's broken my heart. My heart is broken. You want to leave me and marry who? Who are you leaving me for? Who are you leaving me for? When I got married, you cried that I should leave the man. I left the man and came out. Who are you going to marry me for? Who are you leaving me for? Who will marry me? After sharing my miscarriage video, turning it into abortion, your lawyer carried the video and gave to my lawyer. My sex video with you. You carried my body. I sent it to your lawyer. Your lawyer sent it to another lawyer. I sent it to my lawyer. After sharing my body publicly, who do you want to leave me for now, Chris Okafor? No. I don't care what anybody says now. That marriage will not hold, though. That marriage will not hold. No, it's not possible. After destroying my life like this.
That clip was circling all around. This is Doris Ogala, and she is in shambles, guys, because her husband left her. Now, Doris, sis, he clearly moved on.
I loved him. It sounds crazy, but I did love him. I fell in love for real.
But on your behalf, I will get in his entire ass today. But listen.
You're not young. I say this to help you.
He moved on, girl. Let's watch.
Blinded by your grace.
We met by divine orchestration. It was something that would have never happened by human efforts. God actually put us together.
I had no doubt about it because I knew what I want, where I'm going to, and I am happy.
He's very, very intentional. It's my sugar daddy. He's my boyfriend. He's my husband. He's my best friend. And he's still my daddy. I'm looking forward to carrying his children, little versions of him. I want to watch them grow. I want to watch my family bask in God's glory. I want to see them become as huge as he is.
My heart beats. Nkem Wanikibe Ayomide.
One and only Okomi. Ayonfemi. The one that makes my life sweeter. The one that knows that secret button in my heart.
I love you.
He knows your secret button. You can't wait to have children with him. Carrying all those mini versions of him. Pearl, you are a beautiful girl. But when I hear you go to that same God told me again. God told you what, girl? What did he tell you exactly? Were you tuned in? Because according to the streets, this is what happened.
The mother of that girl, now the choir coordinator, they insisted that he had to marry the girl. Else, they would disgrace and expose him. You guys don't know what is going on. That girl is pregnant. That girl is pregnant. The mother is the coordinator, is a choir coordinator in that church. You guys don't know what is going on. That's a rape matter. He ran to marry that girl because he does not want to be exposed, because this one would choke him.
Girl, listen, she might not be, our best reference. But Pearl, God put that together after that happened. Girl, get out of here. Pearl, to me, this looks like you are marrying for survival, girl, instead of love. I think sugar daddy is the first thing you said. My sugar daddy, my daddy. And you be the same one, Pearl, that now married this diabolical man. And within 2 years, you will sit in front of your iPad with 2 strands of hair, crying to us about what he did. You silly goose. Me personally, I can't trust no one that can't look at me straight. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, guys. Pearl, Pastor Ware. Now let me set the scene for you ladies and show you how this man actually operates. I'm going to show you who you are crying over, and I'm going to show you exactly who you married, since you want to ignore all the red flags. And the rest of my peeps, welcome back to another video, guys. I'm happy you're here. Sit back, relax, take a snack. Pastor Abracadabra. Let's go. So Chris Okafor, I don't know if I say the name correctly, but this will be the last time I pronounce his last name. He carries a long paper trail of allegations around a troubled first marriage and then also assault claims and, the whole custody battle thing. But aside from that, a lot of controversy surrounds this man. So how did this pastor actually come up? It is the usual recipe. So he went from a televangelist, that's how they usually start, branding himself as a deliverance minister. The oracle prophet.
Who is a prophet? A prophet is a God spokesperson. A prophet is the one that speaks on behalf of God and God honors it. A prophet is the one that has access to the dimensions of God to hear from God. A prophet is also the one that can stop God to say, God, this thing, don't do it now.
To then starting a small church around November 2003. He started mostly with house fellowships. Then, guys, he scaled to media expansion, linking himself to Liberation TV, which you can imagine helped him gain reach beyond the building. By 2020, he was in all the major outlets, all the events for public commentary, high-profile events, political quotes. He did the whole thing. But to me, that is actually where it gets very dangerous. You see, in my opinion, when someone gains access to power by calling themselves a pastor, a priest, a reverend, an apostle, or even a prophet, they oftentimes become untouchable, but also unquestionable. And if you try to even question the man of God, this is seen as rebellion against God, like an attack. And I know for a fact that that is true when I look at it in my own comments. The moment I ask logical questions about religion or even give the slightest pushback to any man of the congregation of the church, I am condemned immediately, and I am also sent straight to hell. It is wild, guys. You have to look at the comments sometimes, but I digress. Let's get real with each other for a minute before we get into the thick of, today's topic, because it's going to get good, guys. I would like to challenge us to not romanticize religion. Because let's be honest, religion did not arrive in our communities organically. It came through colonialism, guys, packaged as salvation and enforced upon us as order. It was used to silence us, discipline us, and kind of keep us compliant while the change shifted from physical to psychological. And to me, the deepest harm is not into what happened then. It's what's been normalized after. Because let's be honest, same people that imposed this whole religion upon us, I just want to be real here. The same people that opposed this upon us are the same ones criticizing it now. Meanwhile, we were taught that questioning is rebellion and accountability is disrespect. Which is it really? So here we stand, guys, defending these doctrines more aggressively than their architects ever did. But I digress again, child. You know your girl. I'm good for talking 40 days and 40 nights. I'll save this some other time because I could go real deep into this. So back to Pastor Chris Abracadabra. Followers of him didn't just see a pastor. They saw an oracle because apparently the title pastor just wasn't enough. Branches spread across Nigeria and beyond. Crusades hopping from country to country, all wrapped in dramatic declarations. There was always a fire being called down, microphone moments, or someone in the crowd being primed to shout.
Prophesy, Papa!
And guys, you already know, when performance becomes the product, growth isn't very easy. But questioning him, guys, not so much. Television sermons, delivering broadcasts.
I decree and I declare, anything you have lost, whether in your marriage, whether in your business, whether years that you have lost, you shall recover your losses.
Prophetic call-outs.
If you are under a prophetic arena, what you must not play with is instruction. Instruction looks foolish, but very powerful.
When these type of things happen, guys, prophecy suddenly turns into fear. And to me, that is not faith. For you sitting at home, still wondering, that is manipulation. They affirm, he ascends. Religious scamming at its finest. He even wrote a book or two about it. Always about enemies, of course, and warfare and unseen forces. Of course, calling it faith, but to me, you should call this fear branding. Now, let's segue and get a little bit more serious. Let's segue into 2012. Ford said on the 29th of March, 2012, and this was big, guys, This was big. Pastor Chris Okafor was kidnapped after a crusade coming from Accra, I think, Anambra State. Well, all my African subscribers put in the comments. Is it Oka? Am I saying this correct? His security escort was killed. Ransom was demanded. Now let me tell you the amount. 50 million naira. Now after 50 days of captivity, he escaped, claiming it was divine intervention.
8-9 years ago, remember, I was in the lions den, met face to face with Debs. Over 14 men shooting at me when I was taken and kept for 58 days, blindfolded with with chains in my hands and in my legs. I saw many people shot there, how they killed many people, and God brought me. In fact, that is the greatest. I will be grateful to God all my life.
So how did they now eventually release you? They said they give them 65 million naira. Is that correct?
Yes. I was inside. I didn't know what was going on. So it was when I came out that I discovered my people, the church, my friends, were able to raise 20 million naira and give to this animal.
For all my woke people, you already know where I'm going with this. But let me ask this very slowly, because you have to be very careful with this, because you will see the people in the comments condemn me. If this was indeed divine intervention, why didn't it protect the staff member who died? Wasn't that person a child of God? Or does protection only move upward in hierarchy? You tell me. Needless to say, the rumors spread like wildfire, saying that this kidnap was staged. But there's no proven evidence of that. But the fact that the people even questioned it could already tell you that trust was becoming a little fragile. Let's say allegedly, and just move on. Don't come for me, Pastor. Don't abacadabra my life, please. Fast forward to 2022. Another big controversy, guys, with Pastor Chris at the forefront yet again. This moment is known as the fake miracle incident.
What happened?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
On Wednesday. So she now
She cannot breathe again. When did she stop breathing?
Quand est-ce qu'elle a cessé de...
She stopped breathing at night. And they stopped. Now,
Maintenant,
I serve.
le Dieu que je sers,
Let this baby come back to life.
que ce bébé revienne en vie,
Let this child come back to life.
que cet enfant revienne en vie.
You can't take the baby away. We command the spirit
Prends ce bébé,
of
commande
death.
l'esprit de la mort,
Loose her right now.
de délier cet enfant.
In the
Relâche l'enfant.
mighty name of
Au nom
Jesus.
puissant de Jésus.
Lord, restore this baby back.
Le Seigneur restaure ce bébé en retour. Tout de suite. Tout de suite. Et l'Esprit Saint. Restaure ce bébé. Restaure ce bébé. Qu'il revienne en vie. Reviens en vie. Reviens en vie.
You are great, yes you are. Holy one. Walked upon the sea, walked upon the sea. Resident. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything about you is great. You are great, yes you are. Holy one. Oh, walked upon the sea. Resident. Mighty God.
Now, guys, this is my favorite one. When a woman with a visibly deformed arm was healing in the middle of that whole congregation on camera.
Man left you, married another woman. Yes, sir. And he left you with 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. The woman told you, I'm not saying it's your mother-in-law, but the woman said you will pay for this. You saw 3 people, you thought you were dreaming. They pushed you. You now fell. It was then you woke up. Can you see that? I want camera to show it.
You wonder, they told you that they don't see anything like bone there. If witches can do this, my God can do better than witches.
Yes, sir. Yes. In the mighty name of Jesus. Mighty name of Jesus.
I retrieve her bone from the household of witches. Give me the bone. Give me the bone.
Yes.
Give me her bone.
Yes.
Whatever witches took from you, right now I give it back to you.
Now, guys, as soon as this clip hit the internet, people recognized her. And they were like, isn't that Mrs. Bose Alosuk? And eventually the truth came out, guys. It was indeed her. She was a grade A, flexible con artist with an Oscar. She wasn't sick, guys, nor was she healed by this pastor. She just had a great talent for distorting her arm, then putting it back in place, straightening it. She just put her entire brain together and just decided to make this a circus act and sell it to the pastors as some form of fast miracle. But the jig was up. I don't know what hit this lady, but she came forward and she told us I was compensated. 400,000 naira. After that, on to the next church. Just a good old business model paid by the pastors. Miracles delivered and crowds convinced. As you can imagine, lawyers stepped in quickly. Words were polished and statements got clean. Now, guys, work with me here. I don't know why I always do this. You know, when it's becoming evening and the light. I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue. So statements were clean saying that, yes, money was given, but it was not for services. It was for help, support, business assistance. Now, here's my issue, guys. If your faith is real, if God is so powerful, if your ministry is solid, why does your ministry keep surviving on spectacle? Why are women being paraded? Why is fear being preached? And why are people being shamed? And then let's not skip this part, because I listen to your sermons too, Pastor Abracadabra Okafor.
You are a young lady. You are just being arrogant, behaving, talking to people anyhow. You say, I know they respect anybody. I know well, oh. I know where finish. Oh. Yet you are a young lady. You are not married. Now you they talk like that. Which man want marry who know where? Which man want to marry you when they know that you have slept with different men? God forbid. I know what I'm saying might be painful. Listen, the truth is better. It's bitter, but it's better for us. You are just arrogant. You see your senior, you cannot greet them. You'll be looking at them. You are misbehaving, you are doing all manner of things. And yet, you don't even have a father that have a name. There is no man that wants to marry a woman that is not submissive. There are many people saying, oh, when I marry, I will be a good wife. No, you are supposed to be a wife before they marry you. That's the problem. There are many women everywhere, but when you want to marry, you will know that there are few wives. The Bible didn't say he that findeth a woman. It said he that findeth a wife. Findeth what? A good thing. And obtaineth what? Favor. You want to marry, but you desire to marry, but you have refused to develop the capacity to be a wife. This girl is too submissive. This girl is teachable. You correct her, she will hear.
That's not deliverance. That is straight up humiliation to me. And what you don't seem to grasp is that when the religion protects the power more than the people, you doing all these sorts of miracles look hella rehearsed.
This demonic attack is over from now. Come out. Enter no more. Back out.
And when fear is the glue that keeps your whole congregation together, revival could never be the case in that church. It's just a big old performance.
Let them go. The mighty name of Jesus.
Power, can you celebrate Jesus?
And us here in these internet streets, we will turn the lights onto this every single time. Now let me say this before some of you get this misconstrued. I grasp the concept of leadership, headship, order, structure. I get it. That's not even the part that turns my whole stomach up and down. It is not. It is just the experience. And when I hear people's stories, patterns repeated too often to ignore. Because here is what I've learned, guys. Any man that is obsessive over submission, you know, do this and we're going to do that and power and listen and do, you know, those type of men, that is just a straight up tyrant to me. That person is rarely really interested in leadership. It is unchecked dominance. And too many of us are taught that leadership means control, silencing, and sometimes heavy pressure. Let's talk about Abracadabra's personal record, because this toxic leadership usually starts at home. Then this might not be a surprise to you when I tell you that his first marriage collapsed. 4 children he had with her, 4. She came there one day visiting the children. He forced her out of the house. She didn't even see the children. They had some kind of, I don't know what they had, but some kind of agreement. She went there. It was a lot of violation. I could go on and on. Needless to say, custody battles, ugly. Then the allegations escalated. His first wife came forward. Violence was claimed. Hospitalization mentioned. And here's the part that people often hate to acknowledge. Nothing came of it. Absolutely nothing. No accountability. And before anyone here screams the words, man of God, let me say this clearly. Spiritual titles to me don't grant some kind of moral immunity. And calling yourself anointed does not cancel any allegations. Let me tell you that. I think this marriage is some kind of way for you to save whatever it is to save. But let me tell you, you have to deal with all those demons you have someday. Now, guys, before I completely disappear into the darkness, my God, let me ask you this. If you want me to go deeper into what actually happened with him and Doris, you know, that crying ex that is all over the internet now, let me know in the comments. But if you want me to move on to the next scandal, say that too. And for all the people that have been sending me messages, Debs, there is another video about Lateris and his woman. A whole other subject. I've seen it, guys, but I'm waiting on something bigger. Put all of what you are thinking about this video and what you have seen in the comments. And maybe you want to share some of your own stories that happened to you within the congregation. And let me also say that not every ministry, not every church is bad. Not every pastor has ill intentions. I have to be very clear on that. Well, guys, thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for spending your time with your girl. And tell me what you want to see. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.